Hello, it's Michelle and my mom Helen here.
Morning.
And as promised, we're in our backyard and I love it. We're grilling and look at these.
Beautiful steaks.
Right? Love it. They're also on one of my great new Moroccan plates that I bought Cabernet Gros when I was traveling. I love that about travel memories when you bring back dishes and you can relive those great moments. But very excited about grilling. First of all, happy first day of summer.
Happy Father's Day to everybody.
Right, Mom? We've got so many happy things today. And I can't think of a better way to celebrate that than with steak.
Right.
So I thank you to the Old Time Meat Market in Riverview. I have to say that these steaks are so beautiful. The coloring, the marbling on them is absolutely perfect. And I love that about grilling steaks because it's all about a really good cut of meat and minimal seasoning.
That's right.
But we're going to get the steak seasoned and we're going to get some of the other stuff going. And yes, so we love this. So I've got a really simple steak seasoning I'm going to use, but we're also going to talk about, I have some beautiful shrimp. And this plate, Mom just picked this up for me because we thought it was so much fun. And it is.
With summery, yes.
It's summery. It's a great plate. So we have some beautiful shrimp. And I do have some plastic underneath them right now because it's just a little trick when I'm outside grilling. So I put the plastic underneath, the food's on top. Once I put it on the grill, I can take the plastic away and then I've got my clean plate ready for serving that on. And we're keeping it simple today. Actually, you know what? I am missing an ingredient. I'm going to yell from the back to get the feta cheese out of the fridge. We are going to be doing some grilled pepper stuff with feta cheese. And I've just got an extra potato over here because, you know me, I've got the grill on.
Yeah. Got to fill it up.
We're going to fill it up. So I'm going to get the grill started because we're going to move along with this fairly quickly. But in behind Mom is also our smoker. Yeah. Right, Mom?
Yes.
We love the smoker.
Have to put that to work this pretty soon.
So here in Canada, we use a lot of propane barbecues. As you see, I've got my propane barbecue here. Love it. It's fast and easy. I've got a huge cooking space, so that makes life awesome. So we're going to let this grill heat up, and I've got it on, you can see the heat here. I've sort of got it at a medium to high heat because I'm going to be searing steaks. So we're going to close that up. I've got all my good grilling tools here.
Keep the heat in.
Keep the heat in, and we're going to get this seasoned. So actually, you can set those behind you for a second, Mom, if you want. Okay. And then you can give me a hand here. There we go. Let's get these steaks front and center. So, wow. You're dripping juice everywhere. We're getting our feta delivered, but feta comes packed in water. So we've got our steaks, and I'm going to tell you, I'm really authentic and easy with my seasoning here.
Is that already open?
So here is the some salt. So we're going to put some salt on those. I put just a nice amount of salt. I'm going to salt both sides of them. So not too heavy on the salt. That's a nice sea salt that I'm using. Then I've got a cracked pepper here. Love cracked pepper. So we're going to put a little bit of cracked pepper. And Mom, as you know, like my favorite is some garlic powder.
Yes.
And then I also have you don't really need a lot. Again, the meat is a delicious meat. You can see it's got beautiful marbling. Love that. We get great Canadian beef here. So we love that. Never a concern or an issue with us getting beef. And of course, I'm going to do one of those things. I got this new, I didn't open it yet. Look at, smell that.
Oh,
it's
nice.
Rosemary dust.
That's what it is.
Right? It's just, and rosemary goes nice with beef. So I am just going to put a shwia, as we say. Good to raise your term. Just a little bit on there. And rosemary, our rosemary is really tiny. Or I put a sprig of our rosemary on it. So the other thing, yeah, right? And the other thing, so I'm going to flip it over and do the same thing on the other side. But I love this Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire. It's a fun word to say. It's from England, and it's exported all over the world, and it is so delicious with red meat, especially. So I'm just putting a little bit of that. You see, it's really liquidy. It's got an extra salty, delicious flavor to it. So we're just going to flip those steaks over. Oh my goodness. They're absolutely beautiful. Perfect. And I'm just going to repeat that same seasoning on both sides. And they only need to sit for a few minutes. I love that. Again, and they're going to cook fast. We're just going to cook one up today, this morning. We'll cook the other one this afternoon. So we've got all that. And then just a touch of that rosemary. I did it again. This is when you have new seasoning and you forget to open your jars. That's a consistent thing here at Atlantic Canada Cooks. There we go. Done. Those look amazing. So, I love grilling, don't I, Mom?
Yes.
I do. Dad loved a lot of grilling, so really extra big shout out to the fathers out there for Father's Day. Grilling's a big deal in North America. Throughout this summer, you're going to see us. We're going to invite some guests here to grill with us. We're going to get the smoker out and do some fun stuff. But there's those steaks. Look at that. Absolutely awesome. I'm going to set them over here because those are going to be going right on to the barbecue. Of course, I've got something in the way. There we go. We're going to let those rest because that barbecue is way up to temperature. We've got it where we want. There, Mom, that's going to warm things up.
Yeah.
All right, let's get our peppers going. So, Mom, I'm going to get you to mix the mixture for us, if that's okay. We'll do this one together.
Did you bring a cloth
So
out?
we're going to, no,
Paper
we need a
towel?
cooking cloth. Just any cooking towel would be great. We'll grab one of those. Sean will grab us one of those.
How do you
So
open
what we're going to do, we're going to open that feta. There we
that?
go.
There it is.
I'm trying to pull it off and you're pushing it back on. There we go.
Okay.
So
good.
just remember that feta is packed in liquid.
Thank you.
So you want to watch feta when it comes out because it's packed in liquid and we should have drained that liquid off.
Yeah.
But I've got a fork here, Mom. Let me just make this easy on you. Feel like we're camping. Oh, there we go. So for what you and I are making, let me just break that, Mom.
Yeah.
So I think, well, no, maybe a little bit more than that.
Yeah.
There we go. We'll crumble that up. So we'll just put the lid back on there, Mom, so we don't spill that. So as you see, feta comes out in beautiful big white chunks. I love this cheese, a Greek feta, and we're just going to crumble that cheese up, and it crumbles up really well. So we're going to get that all mixed together. And Mom, we're going to add some of the dried herbs and some olive oil to it. So we're going to get you to make, Mom's going to make this feta mixture. Now, what I can tell you about it, really simply put, you can honestly put whatever herbs and spices you want into it. This is our classic recipe that we love. I'm getting that. I'm going to need that cloth to wipe my fingers, Mom.
There you go.
No, I
You
feel
want
it.
a little bit of.
I feel like
of
they're
this
going to
stuff?
be finger licking good. No, I've got all of our regular seasoning out here. So we're going to put some olive oil in there first. I think I've got your cheese crumbled. So let me just, one more crumble here.
Well, you might as well keep your hands dirty, not mine.
Well, we don't need my, exactly. I'll exactly, right? I'll get the one there. And I feel like I'm going to need a wet cloth. We can deal with this one. Okay. So what Mom's going to put in there, she's going to put some olive oil. Now we've got probably a half a cup of feta cheese in there. She's going to put the olive oil on. And then on next thing we're going to do, we're not going to add salt, right, Mom? We're not going to add salt. Why?
Well, salt in this already.
Feta is salty. So we're going to add some cracked pepper there, Mom, if you want to get your cracked pepper out. And while Mom's doing that, I'm going to quarter this other pepper because we're going to get our peppers on the grill. So I want you to look. I like to buy the peppers with the 4. And why? Because then they create perfect, we call them feta boats, don't we, Mom?
Yes.
Like
Make
a little
little
dory
feta
boat.
boats. Yeah.
So I'm just going to take the core out of that. We grabbed these yesterday when we were shopping at the Moncton Farmers Market. Love it. Lewis Mountain Farms. I love to get some vegetables from them on Saturdays. Say big shout out to them and all of our vendors at the market. And next Saturday, Mom, we're going to be live at the farmers market here in Moncton, New Brunswick.
Yes.
So please come see us in person. We're going to be there 2:00 Saturday afternoon. And that'll be absolutely awesome. And we're going to be there with Lauren Hammonds, the Dults Man. And we've got some Dults to use today, too. There, look at that. We got perfect boats. These are our extra.
He
So-
brought you clean a wet cloth.
Oh, love that. Thank you. Mom, we're going to add some garlic powder.
Okay.
And then you've got some dried oregano there. So our barbecue is nice and hot. It was just smoking hot. So I'm going to grill these a lot with the grill open. But that is the Dults, Mom. You want some of this oregano powder.
okay.
So we're going to smell. We're going to use some dried oregano.
Ooh.
All right. So put a good amount in there. And sometimes I put dried thyme, but I usually use one dried herb with the pepper and the olive oil and the feta. And it just gives a nice boost. And of course, a little bit of fresh garlic powder, which is awesome. I'm going to broil this, Mom.
Yep.
I'm just going to put a little bit of this olive oil. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grill my peppers, but
Ooh,
I'm going to
that
grill
smells-
the inside of the pepper. So the inside of the boat. Because when I flip them over, we're going to stuff them and finish grilling the bottoms.
Smells good.
They smell good.
Oh yeah. You can smell all the
All the
spices in it.
seasoning.
Yes.
And then that little bit. Look, I'm dripping oil everywhere. So this is why I want to get some cooking oil on the inside of my peppers. There. Done. All right. Fix that one. So we're going to get these on the grill. Oh, nice hot grill. So I don't think these are going to take a super long time, Mom.
No.
And those were big peppers.
Yes.
These were really big peppers. These are a fan favorite. I've been making these for a long time. There. Getting those onto the grill. So we've got our peppers on the grill, and now we're going to get our steak on the grill as well. So I'm just going to grill one. Oh, listen for the sizzle. Right? You always want that sizzle. When you're barbecuing, cooking, incredibly important to make sure you've got those right grill temperatures. Excellent. So we're going to let that one sit. We're going to let those get nice and hot. I am going to close my lid, but just for a couple of minutes, Mom, we just want to kind of watch a timer here. Because what that's going to do is create it like an oven. And that is why when you're backyard grilling with a barbecue that's closed, it acts like an oven. So it's going to cook really quite a bit faster, to be honest with you. So we're just going to close it here for a couple of minutes to get that cooking fast. Now, that steak's only going to take a couple of turns. So let's get our shrimp here. We're going to get those on because we're all about grilling.
A spoon?
A spoon. Oh, right here, Mom.
Oh, you have a spoon? Sorry. It's okay.
I've got everything.
Okay. She has it.
So the last thing we're going to grill, because I have my grill on, these shrimp are going to take, honestly, about 3 minutes.
Yeah.
But I love grilled onion. So what I am going to do here is I think I have a bigger knife out. I'm going to cut these into some slices. There we go. I knew I had a bigger knife. Please have your kitchen tools. So this I'm probably going to get 3 slices out of because I want to cut them thick and put those right on the grill with the steaks. Nothing like grilled onions and steaks, right, Mom?
Right.
One of our absolute favorite. And you can put those directly onto the grill. Sometimes I put salt and pepper or some seasoning on them. Maybe what I'll do, because I've got the garlic powder open, put a little garlic powder on the onions. But those will grill up perfectly. So we're going to take a check. Mom, look at the feta. That looks
No.
beautiful.
Smell it.
This is where we want smell-o-vision. So a lot of myths in Canada is that it's really cold, so it's beautiful. I'm out here in my t-shirt, but it's about 17, 18 degrees. Today was a little overcast this morning, but it's getting warmer as the day goes on, right? I'm going to pass this one in because we're not going to use that. Sit careful, there's juice on the plate. We're going to take a check. Look at that. And one way you want to check our peppers,
just check the peppers.
Close to a flip. Just want a little bit more cook
Okay.
on the inside.
Yep.
But here's when you're grilling, and hopefully you can see this because I know we've got the camera this way. You want to make sure that your meat has the sear, and if your meat's sticking, it's not ready to turn. Right on.
No.
But look at that. Absolutely perfect sear on that. These are close. And remember, my goal is I want some nice char mark on these. And then we're going to be finishing them, cooking them the other side. Just another minute, Mom.
Yeah.
And the steak, I want a nice medium on. And look at that. I got grill marks on my onions. Check it out. And you want a nice firm onion so the onion stays together. Okay, those are looking good. We're going to leave that open. I'm going to put some seasoning here on our shrimp. And Sean, can you come over here on our technology and hit accept on that green button? We love when technology happens this way. See the word accept? Just put the mouse there and hit yes. And then another thing might come up and you have to hit yes again. There we go. Making sure we're getting our technology right.
Sun came
So
out.
shrimp. I know, right, Mom?
Yeah.
Came out for us. What I'm going to do in the shrimp, I'm putting a little bit of salt. But here's where the other seasoning comes in. Here, Mom.
Oh, I thought you wanted the garlic.
No, you know what I have? I have axe to grind seasoning. So we love local here. There's amazing places that make seasonings. Cynthia, hey, at Axe to Grind. This is actually the spud seasoning.
Oh.
But the ingredients in it are absolutely perfect for what we want for the shrimp. So that's one of the things I know when we had an episode with Cynthia on it. And she's like, please, everybody know that my seasoning works so good for multiple recipes.
I'm going to flip them.
So the peppers, I think, should be just about perfect.
Oh, yeah.
There we go. Look at Mom. I'm the grilling sergeant, but she's in there too. So there we go. We've got our seasoning on our shrimp. And I'm just going to put a tiny bit of oil. And they're not going to take any time at all. How's that look? All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to get the feta over and I'll stuff them.
Okay.
Check the other side of our steak. All right. Hopefully we get the camera over here. Look at that. So beautiful. So I'm going to put the steak this way. And you know why?
Get a different grill
I
mark.
want a crust. I want some grill marks.
Well, if you just go with
They
that,
make it fancy. The
peppers
peppers.
up, I'll put the stuff in it.
Well, I
'Cause
think
it's going to be hot.
I know, Mom, but you know what? I'm going to start from the back. I'm going to move a couple around and I'm going to try to go fast.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to stand here. Thank you, though. So what we're going to do is we're just going to stuff that feta right into the peppers. Now, I always want to put a lot, but we don't want it to go over. But Mom's behind me. Yes, put a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're the same. But we don't want it to
Make sure there's enough to go around.
but we don't want it to go over.
Oh, no.
And then the other trick with this too, Mom, is we'll get some grill on the bottom, and to soften them, we'll move them up to our top rack. But we wanted to do this live for you. Thank you guys so much for coming on, because we really wanted to show you how quickly things do cook and how fast this can come together. And let's do all that feta.
Wow.
I'm just going to give my steak a check. That flip, look, perfect grill marks. I'm going to do one more on the other side, and we're just going to let those simmer. I'm going to leave that with the top open. Shrimp. And then we're going to get those shrimp on I'm just moving some stuff around to get some real estate for my shrimp. Right? So grilling's a big deal in Canada. I can tell you today here on Father's Day, there's going to be people grilling everywhere. Popular Father's Day gifts. People are getting stuff to do with barbecuing, new barbecues, different things. But you know what? Get out there and check out the barbecue places. My good friend Sean works at Lawson's Barbecues here on Killam Drive. So check him out in Moncton. But let's get this. Oh. But you're going to see those shrimp. Look at, there's my shrimp, my plate trick, Mom.
Yeah.
Ta-da.
Oh, yeah.
Right over there. And now my plate is all ready. So those shrimp are going to, what we say, pink up really fast.
Yeah, about 2 minutes on each side.
And now the peppers are already getting the grill mark that we want on the bottom. So I'm going to take those up to the top. Keep them hot. So super excited. We were talking earlier about going next weekend to Moncton Farmers Market. So we're going to be there at the Moncton Farmers Market right at 2:00. The show's going to start about 2:15. We're going to be recording live. And I've got Lorne, the Dults man from Graham and Ann. So these are some Dults from, this is another company, Dark Harbor, beautiful Dults. The area is Dark Harbor. And they've got that beautiful purple color. And you know what they are? They're perfect for putting on in place of salt. So I'm going to use a little bit of those on my onions. Ooh. Ah. So this is my trick that I'm going to do. So my onions are almost done. My steak is almost done. And those peppers are also almost done. We've got some great grill marks. I'm moving them up to the top for indirect heat so we don't burn the bottom. And now we're going to flip this shrimp. Look at that. Nice grill marks. Oh, look. That guy got stuck. So see that? Really fast cook on the shrimp. And I think my steak is absolutely almost cooked to perfection. I kind of go by feel with my steak. I have to say that. I am looking for a medium rare. I like that pink in the middle. And I bought a really good cut of meat. So that's super important. I feel like I'm talking like the grilling sergeant, Mom. All right, so let's show our little grilled onion trick here. I'm going to take my onions off. Of course, they were perfect, and now I'm chasing the last onion. I love how fast everything cooks. Now, if you want those to just get a little soft, just put a cover over the top of the plate. And what that does is it holds that moisture in.
Steam.
I don't really want to walk away from our shrimp, Mom, because I think, see these? They're going quick.
The shrimp cook fast.
Yeah.
Usually about
our steak.
Minute and a half, 2 minutes on each
We've
side.
also got our steak. I do need a plate for the steak.
Right there.
Though.
There's one right
I think
there.
I was thinking, oh, there. I'll use this for the steak.
They have a white one there.
What's that?
One beside you right here on the side.
Oh, I'll steal that for the peppers. There we go. I'm going to place our steak on here. We're going to set it up here to rest because it's really important to never cut your steak when you first take it off the heat. Because to be honest with you, at that stage of the game, when you do that, you're going to let all the juice come out of your steak. We are grilling here. We want good grilled steak. So I think, Mom, have a look. I would say those shrimp. That one
do that every
wanting
time.
to do that.
Yeah.
I think the shrimp are done.
Have a look.
Yeah. So those shrimp are perfectly cooked. And these, I'm going to close the top of the barbecue, but I'm going to take our shrimp off. Look at that. Wow. And we love surf and turf. This is what we call this here in Canada. So we love this. I hope you're seeing how fast this show's going to come together. Mama, I'm going to close this just for a minute. Okay. We're going to turn it off in a second. I'm still letting those do their deal. So with the onions, remember we just put a bit of garlic powder. So Mom, this is going to be like the final hurrah. I'm putting some olive oil And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of these adults on the onions. And we're going to use this as our salty there. So it's about a half a teaspoon. Look at this. And I love it. All in my Moroccan plates too. Our steak.
Everybody's salivating.
Looks perfect. Look at that.
Beautiful.
And I'm going to just grab our peppers, Mom, and we're wrapped up. Are you excited?
I like my peppers.
You love your peppers. And you love your steak.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Love it all. And those onions look delicious.
So growing up in Elma, or spending a lot of my time around Elma, because my father is from that region, I ate a lot of dulse. We learned early on to eat dulse, and I absolutely love them. I know it's not necessarily everybody's, but you know, it's we're gonna turn that barbecue off. We're gonna be a little bit extra safety. We're gonna turn it off this way, and then we're gonna turn our burners off. Oh, Mom. Look at that. Look at this.
Yeah.
All right. So there was lots of good grilling happening today. We hope you've enjoyed a little trip in our backyard with us.
Right.
We've got our garden going here. You're going to see more stuff coming up on YouTube, more backyard grilling, because this is actually great.
Ooh,
and do you want to taste the pepper? Is that what you're...
No, they're too hot.
They're hot.
I'll just wait till they're
We're going to let them cool off. But one last pepper trick. I like to put these peppers on a burger.
Yeah.
With
Really
the feta
good.
cheese and everything on there. So thanks for following along here with Atlantic Canada Cooks. We are so excited the next few months to be touring Atlantic Canada and having lots of adventures here. And so much more to come. So thanks so much, everybody.
Take care.
Happy Father's Day. Happy first day of summer.
Yes.
And from the Girl Sergeant, get outside and do some grilling.